Welcome to the Chewn Fat podcast, where real topics are discussed by fake individuals with fake opinions. Even if it's the host or the guest, don't take them seriously. And if you do get offended, guess what? Shit happens. Leave it below in the comment section. Let's roll. I know you had a topic that you wanted to talk about some time back, and I made sure to make note of it today because I kept thinking about it, but then we kept having other things come up, and I think today is the day where we kind of just casually going into some shit. The Superman movie. All right. Let's go there about the Superman movie. I did try to watch it. I got probably 3/4 of the way through it. I'm not impressed by it. I'm not usually impressed with DC. They got a couple of their projects that I actually like. They did Superwoman. They did that pretty good. Right. Superman up until this point had a small portion where it was, I forget the guy's name, but he played an uncle. The movie Uncle was just about espionage. I thought he was one of the better Superman since the OG Superman. And then, they got failing projects like Green Lantern. Hulk took forever to get off. Hulk was not that. That was Marvel. And Hulk took forever for Marvel to finally get off, and they finally reached one. But then they had the Fantastic Fours continuously trying to reboot and failing.
Man, they did that about 8 times.
Right, about 8 times this shit still failing. The most recent one looked like garbage. I tried to watch that. I ain't get 15 minutes into that shit before I cut it off. So the new Superman takes a different approach to me, brings in the Lantern side of things into the same environment. Still Clark, Superman. Now you got Lex Luthor here. And it just really, brother, it just seemed like garbage to me. It just seemed like things really wasn't really connected there. It seemed like what kind of new storyline are we getting into versus where we left before? Same DC kind of bullshit. It seemed like they almost tried to take a page out of Guardians of the Galaxy in one scene where it was just this neon character out there going crazy. And it just really didn't seem good to me. And there's fucking dogs in here, and we got this bullshit raggedy alternate trope. Right? It just really didn't impress me, man. To the point where I didn't even want to use my mind cells to go a deep dive. Where are you on this project with the Superman movie?
Let me give you a bit of a deep dive, my brother.
Let's go. Let's go, bro.
Let's go. This is just how my mind works. Superman, that's American icon, right?
Right, it is.
Superman for America, America's icon.
Right. Although not American.
Superman's a fucking immigrant.
That's what I was about to say. Although not American.
You understand? Superman's an immigrant.
Yeah.
You don't hear any talking, none of that from the MAGA people, any of that about well hell, send ice to Krypton, to get send him to get Superman ass.
Right. Send him to get Superman.
You don't hear none of that, right? Now we going deeper with this now, Nation.
We are, because I think I know where you're about to go, and there's a couple of characters that I can go into where they did that. Go ahead.
We're going real deep. So first thing, Superman immigrant.
Yes, super immigrant.
Super immigrant. They use him to do their bidding, but he still got to get up and work a 9 to 5 every day. You know what I'm saying? He got a code switch in the morning
Good
at his job and working 9 to 5 every day, right?
True. Alternate ego, alternate personality, right?
Every iteration that we get of an alien, as they paint them, alien, look all weird, all these other things, right? What if the aliens look just like us, look just like black folks?
I knew you was going here. Facts. Right. While we got this whole spaceship might be here in November shit going on.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a big space Cadillac.
Right. Big space Cadillac.
Everything as they split it, they split in piece and take what they supposed to, what they want that they can whitewash and make for good, for their good. Okay. You hear no talk about Superman when it comes to this America
Right.
You know, everybody else back their own country.
Right.
You don't hear no talk of Superman in that. You know, you don't hear none of that.
Right.
None of they great superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't hear none of that. Go back to your own country.
Right. Go back to your own planet. Right.
This use everyone else for your benefit and then throw them away. Real interesting.
It is interesting.
Even as a superhero, aliens, all this other thing, they paint the picture of when it don't lean to what they want it to be. Oh, it's a detriment. Shit, didn't they lock Superman ass up in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so
There's been a couple times they had him detained.
Right, detained.
Right, detained.
Nation, just curious. You know, is this Jesus story all over again?
It definitely
You know
is.
where they pieced the story together as best they could. You know, to paint a picture, and then they put a picture of somebody up there that it don't align with the story. He got to get up he's got superhuman powers.
No, he don't even got superhuman powers. He just got powers, period, because he ain't even human.
Right,
He
exactly.
Just, he just powerful, period.
So that goes back to MAGA folks. What y'all want to say is that black folks aren't human. Right? It was the count as 3/5 of a human being because that was the reason. That was a reason for voting.
Right, and tax purposes, right, and for commodity,
you know, for census purposes, and you know,
right.
But what if it's deeper than that? The black Americans is a different mutation of what a human being is with the resilience. If you look at everything they show you in Superman, he come from a broken home.
He does.
One, he still kept his morals. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Even in that movie where it was a part where the mother and father was saying, well, wherever you go, if you go down there, you rule with an iron fist.
Yeah, no, they were trying to decode the message.
Right. So, for us, when we raise our young boys, you know, I got a daughter, but you know what I'm saying, you think, you know, as you raise your young boys, you know, at least as I was raised, you stay true to your morals, you know, you be a good person, but once you rise to the ranks and you rule with an iron fist. You know, you rule with an iron fist for what's right. You understand that? See, the iron fist, when we talk about this iron fist thing, it can go both ways. You can rule with an iron fist for what's wrong, you know, to destroy the people, to hurt the people, or you can rule with an iron fist for what's right. You know, most of us as American black individuals, you know, because I don't even want to get in this African American thing. That's just a term that was brought up in the 80s. You know, us American people, most of us, we have a real spiritual connection, a real moral connection, and we're able to code switch as Superman does during the day at the Daily Planet. You put your suit on and you boom, don't want to let the motherfucker know I'm Superman. It's like, you know, don't want to let them know I'm Super Negro. You know what I'm saying? Behind the suit and tie, Jack. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at 5 o'clock when you punch out, boom, now it's time to go to work. You know, because if you're a stand-up man in the community, man, when you take that suit and tie off, you got to go be Superman in your personal community, you know, and at your home. You know, you gotta be Superman. You gotta perform insurmountable feats as a black male.
Right, that's true. As a black
you
man.
know,
right, for
all the while,
all that shit.
You know, all the while fighting crime. You know, and being an asset to the community. Mm-hmm. Seems to me that story correlates a lot with what a stand-up brother is.
I like that. I like that perspective.
Yeah,
I like that perspective.
Yeah.
Damn,
Nation,
that's some critical thinking shit. Some critical thinking. I like that.
That's just where
I like
I'm at
that.
with it, Nation. Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one. I think that is indeed kind of a mixed in of the ponderation. You all, like, I don't know if y'all watched the Superman movie. Like I said, I tried to get through it, and I just kind of was like, man, this is a lot of bullshit going on. And I think maybe undertone lines, I was getting what Dan DeVille was putting down, because it was a lot of controversy on him belonging and not belonging, but they always happy when he do the shit. So I get that. And I think that's where my aggravation might have came in subconsciously. My mom was like, man, this is some cool, convoluted ass bullshit. And I just checked out. But I will say this. There is another movie. If you don't watch the Superman movie, I would suggest watching Supercell. All right? And Supercell.
Tell me about it.
Man, Supercell is a movie. Yes, brother. Right. Actually, I don't think I handed you a bad one you watch yet. If I have, I apologize. But write this one down and watch it when you can. Supercell is a superhuman movie. These are not aliens. They are of this world. But just like Dan DeVille got into right there saying a mutation, they take a different perspective of sickle cell. And we all know sickle cell is dominant in the African community. But really what sickle cell is, find out, it is an attribute of the Africans or the black community that gives them superpowers. And they find out what their powers are as they go through it, and they find out exactly that these white people coming in trying to take the power, find a way to use it for themselves, putting us against each other. It's actually a pretty damn good movie. I think it is a black director producer. Check it out. It's called Supercell.
Brother, I'm gonna check that out tonight. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check it out. Movie nights,
definitely.
Beehive.
Hey, shout out to the Beehive. Y'all going to Supercell.